In this instruction, we're going to show you guys the two primary ways to obtain your FAA tickets, as they call it. The first one, when you jump on the SharePoint here, on the right side, we have two options, the 8610-2 and Canvas instructions. The first one we're going to be talking about is the 8610-2. So if you guys go in and click that button, we have a PowerPoint here with instructions to read. For right now, we're just going to pull up the actual FAA 8610-2 paperwork. This paperwork you'll need to fill out for your interview with an FAA FSDO. The FAA FSDO for the local area is located in Scottsdale, Arizona. This option, you will have to perform an interview with the FSDO. And what they're going to do is look over all your training records. They're going to bump your AFSC. And if they believe that you are qualified enough for your AMP, you'll have an 8610-2 signed and ready to go, and you can start the process immediately. This way is the fastest way. It takes only a few hours with an FAA FSDO. However, we highly recommend, if you are not a crew chief, do not do this process unless you are cut trained on multiple AFSCs and have the training documents and the experience required. Again, this route requires an interview with an actual FAA FSDO. The other method, if we go back into the SharePoint, is the Canvas instruction. The Canvas way is an online route that takes anywhere from 3 days to a few weeks. It is all virtual and only needs a signature from the member that is a tech sergeant or higher in that career field or an AMP certified mechanic. There is no FAA interview required. This is all self-paced. This is all on your own time. And this is the route that we recommend for most AFSCs. So on this page, we have the official how-to guide from the actual Maxwell people. They are called the Joint Service Aviation Maintenance Technician Certification Council, or JSAMTCC. All they are is Air Force liaisons for the FAA, and they stood up this program as long as members meet the requirements to obtain their FAA AMP, that we can do it virtually because we meet all the requirements. This lists out all the information. It is a in-depth read on a PDF file. However, the main thing is on this last page that needs to be submitted. On the actual Canvas, we have a how-to guide. And these are clear-cut how-to guide instructions. You're going to take that last page. You're going to email on the first step, the last page printed out. They'll enroll you in the course. You're going to complete 3 sections on Canvas. It's going to be a general questions, airframe questions, and power plant. They all are open book, and most information can be found on Google. Once this is completed, all 3 sections, you're going to email these same people back, and they're going to send you a form that's called the CG-G-EAE-2. This looks like an OJT back in the day, a 623, and that is what you're going to need signed by an ANP member or a member that is a tech sergeant or higher in that respective career field. Again, this process takes about 2 days, 3 days, depending on how fast they are, or as long as 3 weeks. It is only a few members that work in Maxwell. However, we highly recommend starting this process 1 to 2 months prior to one of our classes. That way your 8610-2s and your certificate of eligibility is in the mail, ready to go before class start date.